Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Clint Reed, and welcome to Readers. I did that all weird, but whatever. Today, I want to bring with you my Spookathon TBR. I'm all bundled up and ready for fall in my Deadpool hoodie. It's my new favorite thing. I'll slide you this way because you're a little what the heck kind of angle is that? Still don't like it, but whatever. It'll just have to do for today, okay guys? Spookathon is let's get back to the topic at hand. Spookathon is hosted by Kayla at Books and Lala. And two other hosts. I know one of them is Peter from Peter Likes Books, but I don't remember the other one. It is going to be hosted from October 15th through October 21st. And there is 5 challenges. There is a group book, but I have the group book on my Kindle, and if I have time to get to it, maybe, but one of the books that I'm reading for this is a little bit long, so I probably won't get to it. But the group pick is, if y'all want to know, is the Toils and Troubles 15 stories about women in witchcraft, which I eventually want to own and eventually read, but right now, priorities. Okay. Challenge number 1 is to read a thriller. And the thriller I chose for this was my July Book of the Month pick. And that is The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. The absolutely only thing I know about this is that it's a reverse Pretty Little Liars. Instead of one girl going missing, apparently it's 4 girls? 4 or 5? 4? I don't know. I don't remember exactly how many girls, but I know that one girl survives while her entire cabin disappears. And I've heard some really, really good things about it. I've been waiting for fall for this. I thought, why not? Why not throw in a really good thriller? Next is to read a book with purple on the cover. I decided to choose my latest Book of the Month pick for October, The Lies We Told by Camilla Way. It's another thriller. All I know is it about a mother, a daughter, something about a boyfriend. The highly acclaimed author of Watching Eddie returns with a new novel of dark psychological suspense that explores how the closest to us have the most to hide. A daughter. Beth has always known there was something strange about her daughter Hannah. The lack of emotion, the disturbing behavior, the apparent delight in hurting others. Sometimes Beth is scared of her and what she's capable of. Ooh. And it says, a son. Luke comes from the perfect family with the perfect parents. But one day he disappears without a trace, and his girlfriend Clara is desperate to discover what has happened to him. A life built on lies. As Clara digs into the past, she realizes that no family is truly perfect and uncovers a link between Luke's long-lost sister and a strange girl named Hannah. Now Luke's life is in danger because of the lies once told and the secrets once kept. Can Clara find him before it's too late? It just sounded really good. And when it came in the mail, I was like, oh my god, it's purple. How often do you get purple covers like that? Like, what? I literally thought it was gonna come like this midnight blue color, but this cover is just gorgeous. And I have to check it out. Check it out now, 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 now. So let me into the thriller. Next is to read a book not set in the current time period. Now, this next book is the longest book on the list, and it's because I am currently buddy reading it with a friend. We're supposed to read it this week and next. So if I read it properly, it's supposed to be finished by the 21st. So I thought, why not? Let's throw it in here. That way I can do my buddy read and I can enjoy a readathon and hit a challenge. And that is Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco, which is the second book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. So it takes place in the 1800s following Audrey Rose and Thomas Cresswell. This is the continuation where, after the events that happened in Stalking Jack the Ripper, which, by the way, love that. Finished it finished it several days ago. Oh my god, I loved it. But it's the continuations, and she's going off to this forensic school in London. No, not London. She comes from London to enroll in the only female student in Europe's most prestigious forensic school in Romania, and then there's some deaths that happen, and people think Vlad the Impaler has risen from the grave. That's spooky. Why not? I don't want to know a lot going into it. As you can tell, we're buddy reading it. If you can see the little tabs, I don't know. They're not really showing up on my thing. We have like these little tabs right here about how many pages we're supposed to read every day. So, why not? Next is to read a book with a spooky word in the title. Now, this one's going to be a reread because Juliet Pages and Pens is doing a buddy read of this book from the 18th to the 21st. And I thought, I got this pretty British edition of it, and I wanted to read this pretty edition. And I freaking love this story, and this is like the perfect time for it. I read it when it came back out in July, and everyone knows it's one of my favorite books of the year, so why not reread The Wicked Deep by Sharon Shaw in this really pretty edition that's all shiny. This is pretty much Practical Magic meets Hocus Pocus. Let me read the back to you if you don't know what Wicked Deep is. It is 2 centuries ago in a small, isolated... Wow, I misread that. Hold on. 2 centuries ago, in small, isolated Sparrow, 3 sisters were sentenced to death for witchery and drowned in the waters surrounding the town. Now each summer the sisters return, sealing the bodies of 3 girls and seeking revenge by dragging boys to their watery deaths. Like many locals, 17-year-old Penny Talbot has accepted the town's fate. Then on the eve of the sisters' return, Beau Carter arrives, unaware of the danger he has just stumbled into, or the fact that his arrival will change everything. Mistrust and lies spread quickly through the salty rain-soaked streets. Penny and Beau suspect suspect each other of hiding secrets, and the death comes swiftly to those who cannot resist the call of the sisters. But only Penny can see what the others cannot, and she will be forced to choose: save Beau or save herself. If you have not read this book, I highly recommend it. It's such a good story. and just both editions are just so pretty. And then like the chapter headers, you have like a moon. When they're talking in the past, there's like these little branches. It's just so pretty. Oh, and the scary word of that would be wicked. And challenge number 5 is to read a book with pictures. And I'm keeping the theme with this month being all spooky and creepy, and I think this is the last one by him I need to read that I own. Yeah, it's the last one that I personally own, which will make book 4 of him. I finished another one of his a couple days ago for Magical, the Charms Extra Credit, but I'm gonna read Nevermore. Nevermore. I'm not talking about the Trials of Morgan Crow. My bad, guys. Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman in this really pretty illustrated edition. This edition has these random illustrations throughout the pages, and then they have like stuff like that. A friend of mine suggested this book, and I've just been dying to read it. And I thought, why not bring it out during Spookathon? It just sounds so creepy and spooky and right up my alley. So I thought, why not? Check it out. But those are the books that I'm going to be reading. Let's do that. This is my TBR for Spookathon. I hope you guys are joining us for Spookathon. Let me know in the comments down below if you are. I would love to know what y'all are reading. And that's all I've got for you today.